Yeah, started. Yeah, you can start with this.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, if you can go to the present mode. Yeah.
Yeah, it is visible, right?
Yes, yes.
So, hello, everyone. I welcome you to the Kochi MuleSoft Meetup 19, and the topic is Anypoint Code Builder. So, this is a statement which we generally provide whenever we start meetup. We are organizing this meetup at individual capacity. We don't represent here client, vendor, anybody or we work for. So this presentation is strictly for the learning purpose. The kind of references will be given in the project in the presentation that you can implement in your own projects, but that is not going to be the same solution which will work for your business requirement. And this presentation is not meant for any kind of promotional activities. Okay. So this meetup is going to get recorded. Um Whoever are the participants who have attended, they can ask questions either during the sessions, or we have a Q&A session chat in that. And after the meetup, please make sure that you're giving us the feedback so that we can keep improving. So in the case of organizers, myself Supriya, and I have almost 10 years of experience in IT industry, out of which I think MuleSoft I'm working from past 6 years. And currently I am based out of London. I work for Accenture, and I have most of the certificates in the MuleSoft which it provides. I have completed. So I worked as developer, team lead, architect, designer sometimes. So yeah, that's all about me. Sandeep.
Yeah, thanks, Supriya, for that. Okay, so good afternoon in India. I think good morning in other part of the world, or maybe good evening. So thanks for joining, everyone. So myself, Sandeep Krishnan. So basically, I work as a training head in NGC Labs. That's my organization. I do take part in trainings. I do take part in projects. So almost I have 15 plus years of integration experience, total IT experience. If you ask me, almost 25 plus years. I'm from the 20th century, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm coming from my experience. So yeah, that's pretty much about me. Like Supriya mentioned, we do these meetups in the purely in the personal interest, so nothing uh, uh, business related. So because we don't these solutions may work, may not work in your scenarios depending on so your requirements and dependencies. So yeah, so that pretty much our background. Yeah, thanks for this opportunity, and thanks Srinivas for taking this opportunity and taking this initiative to do this you know uh, presentation, and yeah, I think let's get started.
Yeah. So next is about a speaker. Before Srinivas introduces himself, I would like to mention that Srinivas was introduced to MuleSoft, and I think we know each other from past 3 to 4 years. And he has a lot of dedication in him, and that's why I reached out to him that would you like to do something on ACB, whether it is ACB or any topic. He takes a lot of interest, and his technical knowledge is something which is commendable, because day by day he's growing that, and it is very good to see a friend like this. So I think I will allow him to introduce himself. Yeah, over to you, Srinivas.
Thank you very much, Surya. Yeah, so I am Srinivas. So I am working as a technical consultant at technical consultant at Salesforce. So basically, it is a MuleSoft practice within the Salesforce. So I'm working in that. I have overall 3 years of experience in MuleSoft. Started my IT career in MuleSoft, and before that, I was working in Epicero as a software engineer. So these are the certificates I did. So I've done MCT level 1, MCT level 2, Meso application architect, platform architect, and integration assistant. So this is all about me.
Okay, next we'll begin with agenda, because he's going to explain ACB. I think he'll be speaking about introduction, then ACB versus Anypoint Studio. key features of about ACB, how ACB is going to help developer productivity. Then he'll be speaking about the actual user interface prerequisite, and there will be a live demonstration, and then in the end, advantages and limitation. Having said that, I think I will hand it over to Srinivas now. You start sharing your screen and start speaking about introduction. Okay. Thank you. I welcome the rest of the participants also. And please, I mean, at the end of the session, you're going to really love it, because I myself have seen demo. And in the background, if you want to practice, or if you want to do the similar things which Srinivas is doing, we can keep patience and you can carry on and you can try to do that. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Supriya. Yeah, so Anypoint Code Builder is an IDE, or you can say that it is a next generation IDE in which we can design, develop, test, and deploy our new application within one single environment. So basically, MuleSoft is like previously we were designing APIs in one platform, and we were we were developing an APIs in Endpoint Studio. So within ACB, we can do that in one single environment. So yeah, in it uses Visual Studio. So Visual Studio is an code editing tool. We can say that. So it is a very most popular tool in coding. So most of the developers use that for code editing. In that we can use all the extensions that we use. Like we can use all the extensions like Java, Python, any kind of extensions we can use in that. Also, we can do our code checking into the code source repository. So that is the advantages of VS Code. You can say that. And ACB is available in desktop version and cloud-based version. So we can say that we can in cloud-based version we can use that from anywhere. But like as Studio has an limitation that we have to install that in our machine and then only we can use that. So within ACB we can use that from anywhere. So this is all about the introduction part. So this is ACB versus Anypoint Studio. So basically, as I told that Anypoint Code is web-based and desktop-based. Anypoint Studio is only desktop-based. User experience-wise, it is like a code-based and it is visual-based. So we can say that you can use drag and drop for the components in Endpoint Studio. But in ACB, we have to do a code editing in Visual Studio. Installation wise, it is accessible from cloud, so we can use that from anywhere and anywhere. So we can use that. And Studio, we need to install that in our machine. So this is an drawback for the Studio. And collaboration wise, it is like very easy in collaboration nature. So we can use anywhere from anywhere we can use this ACB, but it is a bit difficult in Anypoint Studio as we have to install that.
So
So
Srinivas, what about speed? What about a speed bit of both, like ACB and Anypoint Studio? Um, is there a difference which you have observed during the continuous development that Code Builder is not really fast, or Studio? Any observation would you like to share there?
yeah, so observation which I personally seen is that in Anypoint Studio, whenever we drag and drop and transform message or any flow reference, so the studio gets stuck for some moment. But in Anypoint Code Builder, we haven't seen that yet. So this is the
Okay.
major thing I've
So that
seen.
is more faster. And the moment you move from the
Yeah.
screen or you are away from the screen, the code gets stored itself. It gets saved.
No, we have to save that display.
Okay, okay, fair enough. Thank you.
Okay, so these are the key features of ACB. So it has a graphical canvas and it has new command palette. It has a code snippet for usability and it has data view. So it is in Endpoint Studio as well. So graphical canvas. So basically, it has we can use all the connectors and components in that canvas. So it is like we can create a flow. in that canvas by giving or there's a plus sign in that, so we can create a flows on basis of that. I will show you in the demo actually, and we can use the reusable blocks in that as well. So this is how it looks. So basically this is the graphical representation of ACB, and this is the XML representation of ACB. So this is the package explorer that we can see here. So we can see the flow is there in this listeners is there. So we can develop that by clicking on this plus. And yeah, we can deploy that and see the logs in the output terminal. So this is the new feature that is added in the ACB. So it is means I like this feature a lot because within one single feature we can design, develop, and deploy our flow code anywhere or like in a cloud. We can say that. So this is the good feature that they have introduced in the ACB, and it makes it faster. Means the development part, or we can say the development activities, is a bit faster because of this. So you can see here it is the command palette you can see here. So in this, if we click Control Shift P, and write MuleSoft, so we will be getting all the commands here, like deploy to Cloud Hub, import and project, design. So all the commands you can click. The code snippet. So basically the code snippet, this is the reusable block, or it is the out of box technology, you can say that. So in this we can create our own code snippet for the future for the our project. Means like if you don't have to write code like again and again, so we can use this as an like a reusable block, you can say that. And DWL part means it is there in our studio as well, but over here we have to write the code in XML format. So this is the DWL part, you can say that. How ACB improves the developer's productivity. So basically the browser, it is like a
Yeah.
browser
So
based.
sorry to disturb. So one question, Srinivas. So when you say you have to write a data weave code in XML, so within the XML you have to use the data weave language, right? So that's what
Yeah,
you mean,
correct.
right?
Correct, correct. So like in Studio, we have to drag and drop the transform message, and in that transform message, we have to write the data with logic, right? But in like in ACP, we have to write in XML format. So that is the part I'm saying, talking about.
Okay, so within that C data element, you will just start typing the data weave content, I believe, right? Inside the
Correct,
XML.
correct.
Okay, okay, great.
Thank you. Okay, so how ACP improves the developer's productivity? So basically, it is browser based, so we can access from anywhere. So it is not restricted that we have to download that in our machine and then only we have to do our development activities. So it is not like that. So we can like access that from anywhere. And it uses Visual Studio extension. So whatever extension we needed or any other extension also we needed, we can add that in our Visual Studio. So it is best part of that, you can say that. And the graphical representation I have shown you before, so it has a graphical representation. We can write an XML code, and also we can write and we can see that in the graphical method as well. So that is, and it has central palette as I've shown you before. So in that we have all the commands present in that central palette. So it reduces the time of the development, and it improves the productivity. And it also has the code snippet. So if we create a code snippet or a reusable block, we can use that anywhere and everywhere. So that is also a good part. And it has interactive debugging. So other developer can see this debugging in his machine with the help of like it is web based. So we can like we can do an interactive debugging with the help of this. So these are the prerequisites that it has. So basically, we should have Anypoint platform account and Visual Studio installed in our local machine. So these are the
Any
prerequisites.
Java dependency is there, Srinivas?
Java difference is like I'm not aware of that actually backend how it, so I'm not yet explored that a bit.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this is the user interface. So as we logging into the endpoint code builder, so we can see this user interface. In this, we have design an API, implement an API, develop an integration. So this and this is when we import the extension of ACB. With this, we can see this icon, and in this ACB icon, we can design and develop our APIs. So basically, this is also an user interface part. So we have a source control. So basically, we can directly commit our code from Visual Studio as soon as our development part is done. End of the day, we can commit our code to our source code repository. And it is an like explorer. Explorer is the part means like package explorer. You can say that with that we can have all the files within that explorer, so we can check that with the help of this. Run and debug means we can debug our applications with the help of this, and it has an extension. So if any other extensions we need to add, so we can add on, like from this. And yeah, so endpoint code builder we can design, develop, uh, test and deploy our part. And quick actions, like if we have implemented any implementation, we can store that in the project format in that. And settings, we can do any settings, or like any other if you wanted to change the Maven version or any Java version, so like you can change that from the settings. So this is all about the theoretical part. So let's move to practical demo. So, so we have, as I told you, we have Anypoint Code Builder, desktop based and cloud based. So I'll show you in the Anypoint platform as well. I guess I have opened that. Okay, this is the Anypoint Code Builder Anypoint platform. So we can get here in like if we wanted to do our coding in Endpoint platform itself, so we can launch it, or if we wanted to do in the Visual Studio, we have to install this. So as soon as we click on install, so we have to download all the packages in our Visual Studio. So as we click on install, it will redirect us to the Visual Studio. So I've already installed this package, so it is giving me as like these options. So if you're
Sorry, yes.
installing for first time, sorry.
No, no, nothing, nothing. Continue.
Okay. So if you are installing that for first time, you will be getting install option.
Yes, right.
Okay. So these are the extensions that we have to import that in our ACP. So this is the API extension, kit, API kit extension, data expression, dependencies. So these all are like interrelated. So for developing, deploying to the Cloud Hub, so these extensions are very important. Let me show you cloud-based as well. So just we have to launch here. So it will take some time. Yeah. So I was already practicing something, so it came directly redirect here. But like if you come here, you can click on MuleSoft. We have this we have this welcome page. So when we start with Anypoint Code Builder, so first we see this page here. Yeah. Let's let's code in Anypoint Visual Studio. Okay, so like let's start designing a grammar. Let's create one sample project. So as you can see here, you are not logging to the Anypoint platform. So first we need to log into your Anypoint platform first. So you can see here now we are logging to the Anypoint. So let's create a sample project.
So I think unless like Anypoint Studio, this requires Anypoint platform connectivity during the development stage itself, right?
Yeah, correct.
Because in Studio we need that only for deployment and other stuff, right? So development can still happen unless you want to import something from Anypoint platform. Normal development still can happen, right?
Yeah, here because here we can like while writing a YAML afterwards that if wanted to deploy sorry publish on Exchange, so that we can do from here itself. We don't have to go to the Anypoint platform. So because of that, the connectivity is important. Means
And it can you
because
can deploy to any target like other than Cloud Hub, any other targets exposed.
uh, no means not as of now. As of now, we can just
Only
do
Cloud Hub right now,
cloud
right?
up. Right? Yeah. So if we click on Command Shift, so Control Shift, so we will be getting all the suggestions here, like we were getting in the endpoint, sorry, design center. So this is a sample endpoint which I have created. So let's see the console. All this. So we can see here the console. How we can see how we were seeing in the design center. So we can, the same way we can see here as well. So we can mock this endpoint. Okay, I have to save this first. Yeah. So you can see here. So we can mock the service here as well. And yeah, so I have one sample YAML with me. Yeah, so I've created one sample YAML for create student, get student with this multiple endpoints. So let's mock this here. So if there is a post student, Okay, so this. Yeah, so we can see that here student has been created. So other endpoint also we can check. So likewise, we can check all the endpoints from here. And like if we wanted to publish this to the exchange, so we have to press Command Shift P. So maybe we can go view command panel. Sorry, publish to the exchange. So here they will ask the target basically where you want to publish. So we can give it. We can just press enter. So it is publishing to the exchange. Yeah, so it is successfully published to the exchange. So let us check if we can see that in our exchange. Yeah, so student API is published to our exchange. Here also we can see. So if we need to scaffold this, so already we can get this option. So we can say just directly yes. And we need to give the name of the project. So I will give it as student. Sys API v. This is the folder. So it will ask again and again to give the Java dependency, but we can. Okay, maybe it downloaded the Java. So let me drag again. Yes, so the scaffolding finished successfully. So here we can see that there are two views we can see. Here it is a graphical view, and here we have XML view. So if we are good at XML, we can directly code with XML or like Also, we can code graphically as well. So here we can see all the folder structure has been like how it was creating in the Anypoint Studio. So this is the form.xml. So everything is been created as was creating in Anypoint Studio. So if we wanted to see all flows, so just we have to click here. So we can see all the flows, that is delete, get, batch, main flow. So we can see here, and let's try to run this application. So it's deployed. So let me hit an endpoint. Create student. Let me see that what input came here. Okay, create students. Okay, so it is success. So likewise, we can create the development more in this scaffolding. So after scaffolding, we can develop more. So like creating this plus sign of it is for error handling. So yeah. So like if I wanted to do any, like if I want to add any connectors, so we can have all the connectors here, like database, email, the basic connector. And if you wanted to add any other connector from the exchange, then we can add it. So let's say I will add SAP. So we can have SAP connectors here, all the SAP connectors and operations here. So we can add that. Okay. So this is about the scaffolding part. So let me tell you how to implement, sorry, how to develop an integration with other components and other snippet as well. So let me create a new project here. Let's create as test project. Oh, okay. Okay, so like if you wanted to build from the scratch, so we can select one flow or subflow. So as of now, I will choose flow and will rename it as test flow. And here we can add all the connectors and components. So like these are the core connectors like flow reference, scope, transforms, processing. These are the core components, and these are the connectors as I've showed you before. And also we have snippets here. So I was talking about it before. So these are the built-in snippets. So it is just like, so like if any connector you wanted to use multiple times, so we can create that as a snippet here, and we can use that anytime, in anytime and anywhere in our project. So as of now, I will try with transform message with JSON. So directly they have it is create transform message has been created. Sorry, before that I will add one listener. So before I will add. So here also we will be getting the suggestions. So I will add HTTP listener. HTTP listener. So here we have HTTP listener config here. So it has been added. And in the flow, we can add the HTTP listener. And this connector config, we have to give the reference here. As we were giving a reference like in Endpoint Studio, we were creating in global.xml, and that reference we were giving in the flow. So here also we have to do same. So listener is done, and now I can add the snippet of transform message. Yes, I will give here John Johnson, and I will give one logger here. In this logger, I will paste payload. And listener, I will give path as test. Okay, so we are good. We can test this application. So it is deployed. Let's test on the yeah, so where we got the response. So as you've seen that the snippet was already created, so it reduce the time of coding. So also if we wanted to add any mapping or any business logic that we have to reuse that, so we can create our own snippet of this and we can use that. And yeah, so let me create one more flow for Salesforce connector. Let me delete this. Before that, I will add the Salesforce connector configuration. So basically, I have created that for saving time. We can add this Salesforce configuration before starting our flow. So we can add a query component here for fetching the data. Yep. So just I will write a simple. and it's giving an error. Yeah, so we have to write the configuration details here in component. Yeah. Also, I'll add one set payload here to fetch. After fetching data, we can see the output in JSON format. So let's save this and let's run this application. We'll stop this application for now and I'll rerun this application. Then while sticking time. Okay, let's take it. And I'll show you how to deploy the application. So this is icon where we quickly deploy this application to our cloud. Maybe it's debugging is in process, so we cannot deploy this application. Let's wait for some time.
So, just to add a question there. So, the running mode and debugging mode, similar to Studio, it uses the same runtime, or can we do parallelly?
Basically, it uses the same runtime, but for debugging means I've observed one thing that we cannot add a breakpoint here in our canvas. So basically, we need to add breakpoint here in XML basically. So as you can see,
Similar to use the VS Code functionalities we have to use.
correct, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
It's taking time. Okay, I'll recreate this flow and let's deploy it again. Maybe I'll close this. Deploy it again. Test flow. I have created this project, so I'll copy paste that directly. Now let's try to debug this. Okay, it's giving some error, I guess. So this some dependency is missing. So yeah, so we can deploy this application to the Cloud Hub by clicking on this. So these are the information that we have to give here. So this is the test flow. So let's give it as let's name it as P1. So, and it's asking for the environment in which environment we need to deploy. So we will deploy in dev environment. See, not able to. Okay, it's failing. Some package is missing here, I guess. So sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, I'll show you.
No worries, Srinivas. I know it happens.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll show you how to create a snippet. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the snippet, and this is a user snippet that I have already created. So if you want to create a new one, so just we have to click on add button. So, yeah, I have already created this snippet basically. So if you wanted to create a new snippet, so so we have to add this XML code here in this snippet. So we can create our own code base here for the reusability. Yeah. So this is all about the demo today. Okay. So we have some advantages and limitations for that. So the advantages is that we can
One second, Srinivas. Sorry to cut you.
yeah,
Anybody else
yeah,
has a questions on how he has created and how to run and etc. If you have questions, just put it in a Q&A chat, or else maybe if you have normal access to the chat, you just please add it if you have any question. Yeah, Srinivas, you continue.
yeah, sure. Yeah, so advantages of code builder is that it works faster than other editing tool or other integration tool. So the productivity is good in that. So it is streamlined and reducing the development cost for that. So it is consolidated in one single environment. Because of that, the cost of production is cost for client is less, and the quality assurance is good in that due to the single infrastructure. So yeah, these are the advantages, and the limitations are that the scaffolding of async API is not possible from this. So the uh, async API and the JSON schema fragment are possible from this. Yeah, so these are the advantages. So do you have any questions? You can please ask.
But we can have our usual JSON loggers, all those things can be incorporated,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Srinivas, there is a recommendation from Yogesh. He's saying that, you might have to change the application name for the redeployment.
Okay,
Would
let's
you
try.
like to give it a try? Would you like to give it a try? Yeah. Thanks, Yogesh, for that. And yes, Yogesh, it is Mac's birthday. Definitely, we'll definitely discuss once he is completed with his demo.
Hey, hi, Srinivas. Hi, Supriya.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. The flow there you see, it has an error, line number 26. You might want to remove that
Flow
Yeah.
team.
and
Yeah.
try deploying. Try deploying without changing the application name. And if it still fails, then we'll.
Okay. Sure. Right. So let's uh, let's change the application, or else let's create a new application.
No, you had that worker information. Remember, there was a section that uh, showed worker number of records.
Where
Could
you're
you
talking
access that
about?
file? Um, uh, During the first deployment, it had created one deployment file. I don't remember where it is. Could you click on SRC?
Hmm.
Uh, mule artifact.json. Would it be there? No? Uh, okay. Fine, never mind.
Yeah, I'll try to deploy and I'll create a new one and I'll try to deploy.
Thanks, Srinivas.
Yes, Srinivas, that's absolutely fine. You try to redeploy it, and anybody has any questions, they have our email IDs. They can reach out to us, and we can resolve their queries at that point of time. Okay. Yes. Go to the slides.
I'll give.
Yes. Yes. You give it a try. That's fine.
Okay, it's taking time. Let's go to the slides. Yeah. So these are the references that I have used. So this is the MuleSoft documentation. So in this, we have everything in the for the code builder, the extensions and the operations and how to create a code snippet. Everything is there in endpoint documentation. And this is also an MuleSoft documentation for code builder. And this is the trailhead for code builder. So you can go through this. Yeah. So this is all. Over to you, Supriya.
Thank you. Yes, just keep the slides now.
Oh, sure.
Yes, so Srinivas, I want to thank you first of all, and anybody who has any questions, please you can ask offline also. Please drop your feedback, and any questions related to ACB, you can easily find out us on LinkedIn and ask the questions. Okay, your feedback is very important. Let us know that what topic you want to see in the futures, and if anybody wants to register themselves as a speaker, we can definitely help them from the way we have cooperated with Srinivas from beginning to end on how to conduct it. So if that is also there, just reach out to us. And this is actually a Max birthday week. So Max meaning the one the where we have started the MuleSoft. So I actually have not started MuleSoft 10 years ago. Maybe I've started at 7 years ago. But that is a birthday celebration happening. I will request you, if your if your local offices and Salesforce or MuleSoft branches has this celebration, please go attend that. I wish we would have in-person meetup. That would have been great, but I'm in the another part of world, and definitely hope to see you everybody. And if everybody can come on camera, we'll just have one picture, if that's possible. You can switch on your video. Yeah, these slides will be these slides will be uploaded. This recording will be uploaded. As I'm telling you, please come to us with the questions, and anybody else who's interested to come on video. And Srinivas, thank you so much. It was amazing. That's what the regular developer hustle which we face, that probably with what we are trying to do, sometimes it doesn't work, but that's the amount of efforts we are putting every day, whether it is development, whether it is design. So thanks for demonstrating very well. Okay, let me just capture. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for your
So
precious
thank you
time.
so much, Srinivas. Thanks everyone who joined. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. See you soon.
Good
See
job,
you all again.
Srinivas. Thank you so much. See
Thank
you, everybody. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye.